Ladies and gents, boys and girls, it is the Scramble podcast. We are back. Andy Rogantino here in the booth with
Cam. I'm not going to give you my last name. I'm going to stay anonymous.
That's right. And dialing in, not here. He's zooming in is Tim. He's got a scally.
We don't need to harp on this for like a half an hour.
We can.
Right,
he stubbed his toe again, I heard.
Yeah. I wonder what, not the script injury we got going on. Anyways, we are excited to bring you our Ryder Cup recap, which was fucking US of A, baby.
Great success.
Damn right.
And in order to do that, we figured, you know what? We're not very qualified to talk about golf, so we figured we would get someone that was. Our good friend, Morgan Egloff, of professional status on Q School here. Morgan, how are we?
I'm great. Thanks for having me back, boys. Excited to be here.
Anytime.
Of course.
I would also like to preface that statement. You can listen to us talk about golf because we do make you money.
That's right. Yeah.
You kind of made us sound stupid.
No, yeah, we're definitely not. We're more of the gambling side, and Morgan might be a technical
true.
correspondent here.
It's good to have both sides covered.
That's right.
Offense and defense. Both sides.
And I'll say this before we sort of dive into the usual spiel I give at the beginning. I hope everybody bet on the United States. We all smashed it.
Yep.
And it was 19-9 in the biggest fucking win ever. Stevie Stricker, you beauty. We made you guys some money. We put out some bets on Thursday, and if you tailed them, you made a lot of dough. But before we do that, you guys follow us on social media, on Instagram, on Twitter, at the Scramble Pod and at the Scramble_pod. And we're just going to shout out the sponsors in the beginning. We don't really have segments today.
No.
So this is a little different. It's a little round table, I think.
Yeah, I like this. I like this version more.
I think so too. Links in Golf. Shout out to them. They've jumped in as a sponsor here. You join up. You play private and public courses all over the country. It's almost like a dating app for golf. And we got Surf and Turf Golf, who's been with us for a little while now. They are a clothing brand on and off the course. They're now sponsoring one of the college conferences. You seeing that? Where they give out Players of the Week. They're getting big time, and when they are bigger than Lululemon, we were in first.
That's not even possible.
I love sell high.
I love Surf and Turf, but Lulu is top notch.
Now Lulu teamed up with Bauer now, which is just the biggest hockey brand.
That is sick.
Yeah,
actually.
I know. And our last one is our good friends at Pinned Golf using promo code SCRAMBLE when you check out to get $25 off your order. Pick up a new Ace rangefinder. My good friend Ty Calitri is the one that designed them, which I just found out recently. The actual look.
Oh, really?
Like the black and white with the thing. I was playing golf with him. I'm shooting a pin. He's like, "Oh, you got a Pinned Golf rangefinder?" I was like, "Yeah, man. You got one?" He's like, "Oh, well, yeah. They gave me one because I made that." And I was like, "What?
Huh,
What?"
okay.
He's like, "Yeah, I designed the rangefinder."
It's a local brand.
Oh yeah.
Local brand.
But Cam, you can kick us off here talking about the Ryder Cup. I had a great time watching it.
It was unbelievable. It's everything you want for in a golf tournament. I think there should be way more team golf, personally. USA is all it's just the only thing that comes to mind. We just fucking kicked their ass. It wasn't even close.
Kind of ridiculous that you're the one that gets to talk about that.
I know. Well, if you were here, we would have handed it off to you.
I would have flipped it to you, Tim.
You're on a slight delay, so we had to let it go there, Bryson. That's a total Bryson move by him.
That's so Bryson.
That's such a Bryson move to make it about yourself, Tim. We're a show here. Huh?
He's also wearing the hat.
I know.
Yeah, that's on purpose.
I'm a new person now.
Morgan, he was the biggest anti-Bryson guy. And then all of a sudden last week he comes in with the fucking scally cap. And now they're fucking butt buddies.
Well, he's on our team now.
That's
so.
right.
Yeah, that's all it is. And he is about to win the World Long Drive.
No, he's not.
He made it out of his group.
Is he winning?
He might.
Oh, shit.
He at one point today, he had the second longest drive out of anybody.
He came in third, didn't he?
He made it out of his group, so he plays tomorrow.
If that guy goes out to a long drive competition, he is going out there with the thought that he's going to win. I don't think he was just going out there to
Oh yeah.
just have be out there for the publicity. He knew he was going to try to win. That's just
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. And Morgan, it's perfect to have Morgan here.
Yeah, I know.
Because I was so confused for 2 weeks before the Ryder Cup when he has people depending on him to play well. He's just going to fuck his swing up by swinging as hard as he can for two times a day for 2 weeks. And he somehow dialed that back. Maybe not on that 417-yard shot, but
yeah.
How much does that mess with your swing? That's got to fuck it up, right?
Yeah, like he's a different type of human being. Like I seriously don't know how you can do that. How you can train for a long drive for 2 weeks and then go play like normal golf. I mean, what I would assume is, and I used to do this a little bit. He probably has a long drive swing and he probably has like a regular swing, which you can kind of differentiate the two. So like I used to have a swing where I'd lift my left heel off the ground if I was on a par 5 I was trying to reach or something. And I'd swing that one about like 116 miles an hour. And then I'd have my cruise swing and I'd swing that about 112. And then I kind of realized like whenever I do the long drive swing, like I would never hit it straight. So I was just like, you know what, screw that. We're just going to.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I don't know how he can really do that for 2 weeks and then dial it back. But he's very good at golf. So
it's crazy too because his swing is so, compared to the guys that are swinging around, it's so compact, if that makes any sense. Like, he's not extending as much as some of these guys really are.
No, and I mean, we've seen him hack at it, but like that 417-yard shot actually looked kind of
It's a
calm.
missile too.
He didn't look like
Oh
he
my
went
gosh.
that crazy.
Like the ball
Unbelievable.
flight, when the ball flight on his is like, some of these guys hit just moonshots and they fall down. His is like the rising ball flight.
Yeah, it's fucking
Fuck.
sick.
Yeah,
have you ever seen it in person? I've never. I
No.
would love to
I
see
have
it.
no.
I'd love to get. I feel like when you fall asleep watching the Golf Channel, you wake up and it's like the Volvic long drives on in the middle of the night.
Oh yeah.
Those guys bomb.
I
the
actually fun fact. I grew up playing junior golf with Kyle Berkshire. He's like the number 1 long
Dude.
driver.
ball. Yeah,
Yeah.
I grew up
Andy
playing-
loves that guy.
I fucking love that guy.
I grew up playing junior golf with him. And it's weird. I didn't think he hit it like that far. He was pretty good. And then I remember playing in a high school match with him like senior year. And he hit one drive on this par 4 and drove it over the green. And me and my friend looked at each other and we were like, wait, what? When did this kid start like nuking the ball? And then sure enough, like he went to North Texas, I think, played for a year or something. And then he just like went to long drive. And within 2 years was the number 1 long driver in the world. And we were all like, what? Like, where did this come from? But
He's jacked up too.
So he's
Yeah.
trying to make a run at actually playing on tour, right?
I don't know.
Is he going the other way?
I think he did say that. Yeah.
I mean,
He can.
that's got to get boring after a while.
I follow him on Instagram. He posts like a hole a day. I mean, he can swing it, man. Like
I would
He's
assume
good.
so.
He was good in high school. He could get it around. Like
he
was a
does
good
the
golfer.
same thing as Bryson though. Like he'll post like a par 5 and it'll be like 220 out, 8 iron.
That's
And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's pretty outrageous.
Oh, it's bananas. But we could talk about Bryson a little bit here. United States of America, minus 200 to lift the cup, cashes for all three of us. Tim, how's your wallet looking this weekend?
Fantastic.
He's also a football sharp.
So that's where it's getting pretty wild.
Damn, dude, my phone must be broken. I haven't gotten any of those picks.
Listen, we're testing the
The algorithm?
Yo, he did actually on Saturday. He was like, "Listen, I have a model," and he goes, "This fits the criteria for max bet," and I couldn't do it because
I can't share it on this.
we can't share. You can't share the model, but like I couldn't get myself to do
Literally never
it.
won.
Sure as shit. Not only was the team getting 7, they won, and I was like, "Oh my god, Tim is on to something."
Okay, well, we'll take this off air. But all three of us nail USA. And Tim, you had a couple of props, I think, too. Did you hit?
Yeah, I had DB top US point scorer.
Well,
Obviously, there was never a shot at that.
What were the odds on that one?
pretty
35
good.
to 1.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Checks out.
Yeah.
All the hype out of practice this week was like, DB, and I made the classic cardinal error of listening to that stuff.
Social-
But it was like
the social
DB
media
all
bet.
over the pin.
Yeah,
Just not.
I felt good about Shoffley till fucking Stricker benched him.
And I thought good about JT, but then him and Spieth couldn't win the first matchup, and I said, "There's that
We
one's
did
gone."
very well with the live betting though.
Oh yeah, I wish I did put out the consensus live bets. I almost wish I was enough on top of it to do all three of us individually, but that would have required the three of us to be talking like constantly.
Yeah, but also plus it just gives us a boost now going into the season.
Yeah,
As a team.
The matchups, we were pretty good on the matchup front, and also like it definitely helped that Europe like didn't play well.
Even like the mid-match bets, though, like you can clearly tell when momentum's swinging. Like that JT and Jordan.
JT and our Jordan bet. Yep. On
like
what was that?
After they didn't give JT that putt and he did the thing with his stick, like look at how short that was. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, what was that, Saturday morning against Wiesberger and Hovland?
I got them plus 225.
Yeah.
2-9.
I took that live too. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll throw another $100 on this. There's no way they lose this. And then they storm back for three in a row.
Now that we're talking about Jordan and JT,
we can talk them first.
I hate Justin Thomas celebrations. You can't miss that many short putts and then finally hit one and just act like you lost your shit. Act like you need to hit that. You don't get to sell it. You just did your job.
What one are you mad about?
The first one
particular?
On Friday.
Okay.
Where he missed after Spieth hit that shot and he bummed it. I would have been livid with myself. Livid. And then he missed the next short putt he had, and then he holed the long one.
Yes.
I understand you get hyped up, but like fuck off with the big ass celly. Sorry.
I understand that. I see where you're coming from. At the same time, there's a lot of guys on that team that don't necessarily celebrate too much. I'm sure this week they did. I didn't get to watch all that much, but that's JT's role in the team. Like,
yeah, you're right.
He needs to be one of those guys to get the crowd fired up, and like any opportunity he can do that. Like, he should do it. But I see your point.
I think that we got fixated on those putts though. So Kyle Porter published all of the finishing scores if you take every individual, and DJ Morikawa 19 under and 18 under were, I mean, it's a joke.
What was Rahm at? Wasn't Rahm real low too?
Rahm was in third, I think.
Rahm was 16 under. JT would finish in fifth at 10 under. So he actually did have a good week.
Okay. That's not, yeah, I guess.
All three of us were like, oh, what's he doing? Because that JT Jordan matchup, especially on Friday, was a nightmare.
Yeah.
I mean, it also didn't help that Rahm and Sergio like came out of the gates playing like unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, Rahm too tired.
It's just so JT kind of looked lost. We could say he kind of looked lost just from our eye, but I'd say Jordan was average at best this week.
Yeah.
I don't nothing crazy.
Doesn't have dad strength yet.
No, he's not a dad
He
yet.
hit the best golf shot I've ever seen, and I'm
which one
out of the fescue?
How is that possible?
He almost fell into Lake Michigan. He should have dove.
He should have taken it. Oh my God! Imagine.
I think he had to go. Yeah. I think he had to go that far so he didn't break an ankle. Like he probably could have stopped sooner, but like it could have been bad.
That shot is.
How high do you think that went into the air?
Oh, it was probably like 80, 90 feet in the air.
I saw the. Did you see the shot
tracer? Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Also, like
he could have taken down a bird.
How did he?
Yeah.
He had to have used a wedge, obviously, but like, how does he? I don't know.
He carries a 58, so
he probably just took a 58 and just swung absolutely as hard as he could at it and popped right. He probably could have hit that backwards if he wanted.
So that's what the guys on the broadcast were saying. They were like, he probably was saying, I have to try not to hit this backwards.
Oh. Yes. If there was a little wind in his face, he easily could have hit that probably like into the water.
That was wild.
Tim, people are saying that was almost as good as the shot that I had to hit out of the bunker on Saturday.
Well, no, I wouldn't have.
People are saying.
Is there a video of it?
No, but I've never spread my legs that far. Dude, my ball plugged on the top edge, not in the bunker, but like on right on top, right on the lip. Like just plugged right there. So I had like one leg on the green and my other leg in the bunker, and I was choking up like 6 inches from the head of the club.
It was the worst lie I've ever seen.
It was. I had a 6-inch shaft with then just the club, and I swung as hard as I could. It went like 4 feet.
That's the worst lie you've ever seen. What about that one that Rory got at the PGA where his ball plugged in the away lip of the bunker? That was one of the
people are saying
people were saying it was about equal. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
Who are these people?
I don't know,
dude. You don't hear it? The rumor mill, dude.
That's right. So we'll wrap up Jordan JT. Get on Xander and Patty Ice, dude. Also, I'm calling him Patty Ice, even though I hate that nickname, but I'm calling him that.
I mean, it fits him well,
dude.
He's ice cold.
They start off on Friday morning, scorching hot, just beating the wheels off of Rory and Poulter, 5-3. Thanks, and they're both just robots. Like neither one of them with an ounce of emotion. they also didn't really hit a bad shot. Like I was fortunate enough where hope my job isn't listening, but I really wasn't that busy, so I just watched all of the Ryder Cup on Friday, and those guys. I was sort of waiting for one of them to hit a bad shot so that in our notes I could be like, yeah, they hit one bad shot, and I didn't see one.
No.
I don't doubt it.
Those guys, it's also awesome that they're like best friends. Like, even though it doesn't seem like either one of them would have like too much personality.
I was going to say any friends.
Hey,
want to go
hey.
See, I don't agree with that at all. You
What?
see Xander after they won?
Oh, he looked, dude, his cigar was laced with
Dude on
something.
planet Earth, bar none.
Bro, Xander Schauffele, the first person to win an Olympic gold, a President's Cup, and a Ryder Cup.
That's pretty cool.
That's sick.
Yeah, that's actually
That
pretty
He's
cool.
going to win a major this year. I guarantee it.
I told you, he's winning the Masters.
Oh, yeah, that was your prediction.
That was my prediction.
I think he's a guy. It's not if, it's when.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to be multiple. He could also win a U.S. Open. I think he's built for a U.S. Open, too.
You know what's funny? I actually watched the 2019 Masters this week.
Just to get fired
Just catching up. Just catching
the
up.
Tiger documentary and was like, all right, I want to watch this. Xander finished like 2 off the lead there, and last year we all know what happened, ball in the water on 16. But he's been right in it.
He was right there in the 2019 Masters. I actually I like to go to sleep with like something on the television, and for whatever reason, like I just put on the 2019 Masters like every time, and I feel like I wake up in the middle of the night and Xander's always making a putt. I don't know. It's like kind of motivating, kind of just like nice to fall asleep to as well.
Wow, I thought I liked golf. Apparently, not as much as Morgan.
We're also not professional.
That's right.
tend to like golf.
That's fucking awesome. But dude, Xander and Patty Ice. Xander, the only blemish is that he let Rory beat him on Sunday, and Rory wasn't really playing very well. And then Cantlay buried Sugar Shane Lowry on Sunday to win a singles, and we'll talk about Shane a little bit, but I think we need to get to the pairing that the fucking all-star United States, the two of them.
They won the Ryder Cup, DJ and Colin.
It was a clinic. I
5-0.
have no other words. The two of them were sick.
That's DJ playing up to his full potential. Because all year he didn't really do that. But
And he was putting.
that's what's crazy. He just turned everything on.
And he was managing his way around, is what I noticed. Even when he was playing singles. He wasn't like trying ridiculous. He also wasn't playing for like 80-yard wedges, which he knows he's not good at.
No.
So I was super impressed with how he played. I think it's a nice little partnership. If DJ isn't too old for the next Ryder Cup, run that back.
He's not too old.
Hey man, dude.
He's gonna be playing in 2023.
I think
There's no question about that.
I think all 12 of them could make the team again. It could
Yes. I think after we talk about everyone, we should break down who's out and who's in.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, I just in the notes here, they hit every shot they had to. DJ wins the Nicholas Award, the inaugural one, for sportsmanship and play. That's a no-brainer. He didn't lose a point, so you can't say that he hurt the team.
5-0.
5-0, baby.
By definition.
As a rookie, though, Colin looked great. He was driving par fours, hitting 15-foot putts. I mean,
that's a good sign.
we were worried about him, Tim. Remember, we said he had a little back thing.
Yeah, I mean, it was both of them. If you told me that those two were going to be the two leading scorers on the week, neither of them came in very good form.
No.
So I was surprised, obviously, in a good way, but
That's what happens when you throw the red, white, and blue on. You just get that extra boost of confidence.
You could argue that Colin Morikawa is the world number one. You could argue that.
After this week, I'd say he's right back in the conversation. Yeah.
I think that would be a reasonable take.
There's no way that he's not better than John Rahm.
No, I like John
Okay.
Rahm more, but I'm saying if you wanted to have that argument, you could say it, and you wouldn't be crazy.
You wouldn't be wrong. Bryson and Scotty. Tim, tell us about your boy.
Keep it
when
PG.
he drove the green on Sunday to start it off and then buried that eagle putt, that was the end of the Ryder Cup.
Dude, he unsheathed the putter.
And then he walked down with the putter
With the
in
putter
the air.
in his hand. That was badass.
No, I mean, he played great. I don't understand the logic behind not putting him in the foursomes.
I think Steve Stricker did. Morgan, go ahead.
I mean, so in foursomes, like, I mean, there's just no one who is going to play like a similar golf ball to Bryson. Like you have to use the same golf ball. So Bryson hits it. I guess you could put him with DJ. I think just like putting Bryson with someone where you have to play that, it's more of a team aspect in foursomes, right? Like instead of best ball and an alternate shot, like it's more, like putting Bryson obviously is not great with teammates. I mean, I don't. This week it seemed fine, but I'm just saying.
See. Yeah.
I think he played his role this week. I think Steve was probably like, "This Bryson, you're not going to play foursomes. Your role is to go out there and 4-ball and just bomb it all over the place." Because he did. From what I understand, he had some pretty squirrely shots out there this week, and an alternate shot. That's not going to work, right? So I think that's probably why he didn't play alternate.
That's what I'm saying. So I think Stevie was worried about one teammate who probably already didn't feel like playing with him. Is like, fuck, now I'm hitting out of the fescue all day.
Yeah, and their golf balls are going to be different, and it's just.
I think he's the only one that plays a Bridgestone in that group.
Possibly.
I think
it's probably the golf ball is probably like a rock too because he hits it so damn hard.
I believe it's like all Titleist, and then him, Bridgestone, and then I think Harrison.
I know Colin plays TP5.
Oh, okay. And DJ plays TP5.
Ron plays Chrome Soft.
I think Morgan hit the nail on the head. I think Steve did absolutely perfect justice for Bryce, and he knew, like, if people were hating him, he wouldn't have done well. But he put him in a position that he like literally couldn't be hated. All he had to do was hit it as hard as he could, like you said.
He also kept his fucking mouth shut all week.
Yeah, which is crazy.
If he should really like take a look back at this week and just be like, wow, like it's amazing. If I just shut up and hit the ball far, people will love me. Like, what are we doing?
That's the first time he ever had fans rooting for him.
Yeah,
So
like in years.
We talk about it like every episode, but he's just so caught up in that goal of his that like he has no self-awareness.
Captain
Zero
of
self-awareness.
Do you think anything happened after this week?
I don't know.
No, I think people are gonna love him for like the next 6 months. He's gonna do something silly, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh yeah."
Are you going to be part of that?
It's not going to take that long. Trust me.
Yeah.
Be like,
Could be this weekend.
It could be tomorrow.
Yeah.
If he loses the long drive and he blames the shaft.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. He'll be like, "My driver sucks.
This driver sucks. I would have won that."
And then I just pulled his hat, and we're back to square one.
I have never laughed harder than when someone made that fake commercial for Cobra, and they toss the driver to Bryson, and they dub over his voice, and he goes, "Driver sucks." I was fucking losing it. The last note about Bryson and Scotty Scheffler, man. Scotty does know.
Scotty
he does know.
Definitely knows, dude.
Does know.
Dude.
I mean, we bet him on Sunday, or at least I did.
I didn't. I got afraid.
At no world did I expect it to win that bet, and especially not
the way
wire-to-wire dominating performance by Scotty.
I would not have taken that bet, but I commend you for it.
Oh,
it was just Tim. Yeah. Rock, flag, and eagle, baby. That's all it was.
I was up some serious units, so I was like, all right, I'll bet this. But that was by far the most impressive thing about this weekend. Was Scotty giving it to the world number one.
Dude, and those birdies he hit, too, were like 15 feet, 12 feet. I think one of them was almost 20. Like, he wasn't tapping in. He was, like, hitting putts.
Yeah.
World number one or not, if someone rattles off 5 birdies to start against you, you're probably fucked.
I just remember, and I was loving like looking at our group text, just being like, Scotty again, and then like no one would say anything, and then someone would just be like, oh my god, again.
Just never ended.
Yeah. Dude, I was super impressed with him, and you know what? Hand up, because I was saying before the tournament, I said, you know what? I think I might rather Sam Burns, and he proved me wrong.
He just earned himself a spot in 2023. Morgan, have you ever ripped off 5 in a row?
I think 5 is my record. I haven't gotten 6. I want to say I was stuck on 4 for the longest time, and it was like in my head, and I think I finally got 5.
Oh, let's go.
Jeez.
I have 1 in a row.
I'll say I have 2.
Gotta start somewhere, dude.
Yeah, 2 is it for me. Don't even. This third is. I'll never sniff 3.
I'll never get a third.
Yeah. All right, our last group here for the Americans. I kind of want to hear, because I know you're a Tony Finau guy. Not the most exciting group on paper, but I think they did their job.
Tony did what Tony played his role.
Yeah.
He brought the emotion Friday and Saturday. He played great. Didn't play well on Sunday. He ran into Ian Poulter. Was it Ian Poulter? No, he had Ian Poulter, right?
Yeah, Poulter beat him.
Poulter's never lost a singles match in the Ryder Cup. He's 7-0. If for some reason he's just nasty at those. Tony was just like, I got this. He fell on the sword. He's like, I'll take it. DJ, you want that award? He did it for the boys. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I think I'll say this. I mean, they beat Rory and Shane 4-3.
I know, I was bummed.
Like, not bad. They were doing their job. Although I think Tony was like 6 under and Harris was like 1 under.
Harris is gone.
So that's
See
my
you later.
comment here. I think Harris was okay. I think the stage got
Tony
to him.
was 9 under and Harris was 2 under.
Jesus.
Bum. If you had to give each of them a letter grade, what would you give them?
Tony B+ and Harris a C.
You guys?
I'd give Tony an A- and I'd give Harris English I don't know, F.
I was going to say D.
Needs improvement.
He was the lowest scoring American.
I was going to say D.
Who was the lowest
Harris
scoring
English.
Harris
Harris
English.
English.
Really? Oh, right. Yeah. Well, so I'm looking at it. I mean, I'm looking at it here. Harris and Tony both 1 and 2 on the week.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'd probably give that a I don't know D+, C-.
Okay.
I think the only
But I didn't see how they played, so I don't know.
they don't calculate strokes gained teammate into that.
No.
So that's where
Individual.
Tony's value came like outside of like I mean he performed in that first round where
Yeah.
like he put the nail in the coffin for Friday, and he played decent enough Saturday, but he was more of a camaraderie guy.
Yeah.
But Harris, did he even speak in the press conference after the thing? Like, I didn't hear a word out of Harris English.
Yeah, I was so excited for him to like make a splash, and he just I think the stage got to him. I don't know, man. He was playing good golf all year. Like the golf part surprises me, and I think once he realized he wasn't playing well, and he just kind of turtled.
He's like, what am I doing here?
He kind of
with this
looks
group
like a
of people?"
turtle now that we say it.
He does. A little bit.
Regardless of how they did, I think Steve killed it with the captain's picks.
Oh.
They all had a winning
I
record.
can't.
I think, or them combined.
Yeah.
The
Oh
captain's
yeah.
picks.
Oh,
Sorry.
for sure. Yeah. I just think that's who I would have picked. That's who my 6 guys would have been. I don't think you take anyone different.
Absolutely. And we'll touch on the Europeans just quickly. Rahm and Sergio. I mean, they're fucking nasty, dude. They're sick.
They are.
John Rahm's putting he hit every putt. It was like I couldn't believe what I was watching.
He's so
Yeah.
good.
What
I
is
had.
his strokes gained putting on tour?
Were they keeping strokes gained this weekend? I don't think so.
No.
But I had friends that just like everybody's got guys that like to gamble and like that just like sports in general. I'm not kidding. I probably had 5 individual people reach out to me and be like, I love watching the Ryder Cup. Look at I love watching John Rahm.
I got probably the same
Yeah.
amount. I love that guy.
He's so polarizing. Like he has this presence where like he's a machine and then he's like a fun guy. He's a good interview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I
For
feel
sure.
like I feel like he got a bad rap early on.
Rahm was 113th in strokes gained putting on tour this season. Did he
John
look
Rahm
like,
was?
Yeah. Did he look like that this
No.
weekend?
No, but
Nope.
that's why he's the best in the world, because if he needs to do it, he can
Yeah,
do
he
it.
do it. I mean, look at the putt to win the U.S. Open.
Wow. No, wait, that's 2022.
Good man.
The one tournament he lost. All right, so he was 42nd. But he literally looked like the best
That
player
is
on
a
tour.
drastic difference.
Dude, I mean, him and Sergio, they're talking Spanish to each other, speaking Spanish. How's your grammar, Andy? And the two of them somehow get it done. Sergio with those long irons and woods on par 5s, he's a wizard, man.
He's a great
Those
ball
are
striker.
impressive. He hits a ball.
Sure.
Go ahead, Morgan.
I was just gonna say Sergio is an unbelievable ball striker. Just from what I've heard, like people who have seen it in person, it's just automatic. I mean, it's repeatable. It's just every time just a laser. And it's always just come down to his putting.
Yeah.
But him and Rahm together is an unbelievable duo. I think that's what I'm interested to see what the captain was thinking is like. I feel like those are their best 2 guys, and I don't know if they should have split them up or I don't know. But I guess you want your 2 best guys together out there, and with the Spanish contingent as well.
No, you're right. I
agree
couldn't.
with you. I think you got to split up you got to give some strokes to other groups. Like I felt
Right.
like Patrick and Westwood were just like they were never going to win one of these matches.
Oh, they were ass.
They were very bad.
So
man.
I'm looking at it here, and at least there were 2 guys who played 3 matches, and that was the least amount of matches. And I feel like there were guys playing bad enough on the Europeans, you could have just left him out until singles and just rode your hot hands.
He should have done that.
Yeah. I feel like I would have had Lowry, Rahm, Sergio, even though Rory played bad.
You have
Rory,
to play him.
Poulter.
You have to.
Rory.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. I mean,
Well, it was cool to see though that John Rahm was like one of the greatest things. Like playing with Sergio for him like made his life, because that was like his guy he watched growing up.
I mean, well, yeah, we'll talk about it, but I feel like that might have been it for old Sergio.
No, he's got one more.
You think
I
he's got one more
I think he's
in
only
him?
45.
All right.
Friggin' Lee Westwood's 49.
The other guy I want to talk about is a guy that we've been fans of since the beginning, Sugar Shane Lowry.
Dude, when he sunk that putt and just give him this and tossed the putter down, I was freaking out. I was like, "Let's go!"
He played pretty good. Like his stats wise, I think he was middle of the road, but he did what he had to do. He was a passionate guy, rookie.
Yep.
Everything you could have asked for. It's so hard to root against Shane Lowry.
Yeah. Imagine the
Seems
bar
like an
tab.
awesome guy.
Yeah.
Imagine the bar tab if they won that.
Oh God.
He would have left it open for a month.
I think the bar tab still probably was pretty. I think like both teams celebrate.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I think both.
100%.
From what I've heard, I think both teams like celebrate together later on in the
Yeah,
night.
because there were videos of like Xander and
Yeah.
Rory like dancing with each other and some like.
There's stories from like the 90s of like after all is said and done, they all just party together in one team room and it's all like everyone's chill.
Yeah. Yeah, because
But who knows?
I mean, guys get intense, but I feel like no one's gonna like fight the other team, so it's like.
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah. Well, it was close for Brooks fighting an official. I don't know if you guys caught this.
I did see that.
So to be honest with you, I'm watching that live and I'm going, his argument for this being that close to the drainage thing, I don't think he really has an argument.
His logic was douchey.
Yeah, the whole time he's like, have you seen me play?
You ever see me hit a
Have
ball?
you seen me
bro?
hit a ball, bro? And then he
man.
looks at both officials that are over there and he goes, if I break my fucking wrist, this is on you.
Dude, the British friggin' ref was just. I love the British. People are just so soft in golf. The guy just goes, "That's not very nice." I'm like, dude, shut up. And it's like the same thing. What?
Did you see after he hit it? He literally did hit where he said he was going to
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah, I think he did hit it.
He goes, "You see that?"
But like British people, like, oh, that's not nice. Like, remember the guy took the club out of Rory's bag?
Oh, yeah.
No one did anything. They're like, sir, could you put that down?
Yeah.
Dude.
If he was here, he would have gotten bundled.
Yeah, I mean, Brooks, I thought Brooks was underwhelming.
Very underwhelming.
He went 500, didn't make any crazy shots. The only other notable thing, I think, was when him and Spieth were playing Rahm and Sergio on Saturday morning. There was almost a little tussle. I love Jordan getting involved there. You see this?
No.
No.
So Sergio hits a ball OB right water, and they all decided on the tee box that they could pick out the point where they all said it went in. And when they got up to the edge of the hazard, Sergio and Rahm more Rahm's caddy, who was an American guy, Rahm's caddy was like, "This is where it went in," and Jordan was like, "No, dude, we all agreed it was back here." And then the caddy was like, "You stay out of this. This is my team." Like,
Really?
get it. Dude, the two. Then they started going at it.
Bad guy.
I know, kind of love it. And then Brooks was on the other side because Jordan hit the fairway, and Brooks like came over and was like, "What the fuck's going on over here?" And then Rahm and Sergio are trying to defuse it because Rahm's caddy's like getting in Jordan's face. And then like Jordan on the next par 5, the one where Bryson hit like a 420-yard tee shot, Jordan went over to him after they finished the hole, and he's like, "Hey, like, no hard feelings here. I was just saying, that's what I thought." And apparently they like patched it up. But for a second, it looked like our guy was getting involved.
I didn't think he had it in him.
Dad strength.
Yeah, it's almost.
Almost
It's
dad
maturing.
strength.
It's maturing.
And then 2 more things to touch on before we kind of give our closing comments here, you guys. Rory McIlroy, open it up. What do you think?
Can I go on this?
Yeah.
This was like this is the thing I want to talk about the most. You have poor guy written down.
Because he was sad.
I think he needs to move back to Ireland in a small little house. Fucking get out of the spotlight. Stop like doing all these he's got like 6 days off a year. Relax a little bit. Go play some of your home courses. Play with your friends. Do something else, and refocus because he's better than what he's been doing. I just think
He did have a win this year, though. Yeah.
I 100% agree with that. I think this guy, and I think you kind of saw it at the BMW a little bit. He was just talking about like, yo, man, I'm just tired, dude. And like people kind of gave him shit for that. Like, come on, man. Like you're doing this for millions of dollars. But when and I can kind of relate to this, like when you're traveling every week and you get up and you got to do the same stuff every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you got to go play Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like it gets, after a long time, like it gets really, really repetitive and really tiring. And that's just me. I'm not even dealing with like media. I'm not dealing with sponsors.
No,
like,
you deal with us. We're the media.
Yeah, well, there you go. I'm not dealing with like a 16th of what he's doing, or like 100th of what he's dealing with. And I would imagine like all the emotion just probably came out, in that press conference. And I think that was really cool to see, honestly, just like how much he cared about the Ryder Cup. And I think it's really important for the Ryder Cup. I heard some people talking before the Ryder Cup, like, oh, it's an exhibition, not players, but just, oh, it's an exhibition. It doesn't really mean much to these guys. But like to see the emotion with Jon Rahm and see the emotion with Rory, I think that's going to really help it out in the next few years and just keep the interest. And you can tell like these guys really want to win. And I can tell you guys, like, it's one of my goals to be on that team. It looks like, from what everyone says, it's like the most incredible experience. And I think it was, moral of the story, I think it was cool to see that emotion from Rory. And I agree. He needs to shut it down for at least like 2 months, go be with his kids. Like, don't even play golf if you don't want to, or go play golf with your buddies. Just like, literally go do whatever you want to do for like a month. And then just like, and then, sometimes when you get away from it for a little bit, you regain the interest and, you miss it. So I think Rory needs to miss it. I think he needs to miss golf.
Couldn't agree more.
Wow.
I agree. With professional golf, it's so unlike any other sport. There technically isn't like a large off season, right? I mean, the season just started up again. It had literally just ended. So
there's no off season.
Exactly. Like these guys need some time to, like, NBA players, NFL players, they all get time to decompress and go on vacations and relax and not think about it. At the end of the day, this is their job. Like, people forget that. And he has certain expectations at his job, and right now he's obviously not hitting them. So yeah, I think that's a great idea.
And honestly, how many other people, like, on a day-to-day basis, like, start to dislike their job? You know what I mean? Like, he might just be like, okay, this, like, and then the work, like you were saying, his emotion probably spilled out too, because for the season when he wasn't playing well, like, that was on him, and he could compartmentalize that by himself.
Yeah.
But he probably got, I mean, I think at least part, for me, I'm just speculating this, I have no idea, but I feel like he was probably more upset because he had 11 other guys that were like, okay, you're our best player. We need you.
I think he definitely felt like I let him down because he is expected to be this player.
Yeah. He's expected to be a former world number one.
I think it shows a lot about him too. I mean, from all accounts, Rory is an awesome guy. And I don't think you would have seen, some other guys who are maybe like a little more sociopathic, like, have done this. I think Rory genuinely cares about the guys on his team, and it shows a lot about him as a person.
Yeah.
And Morgan, I just think you just hit the nail right on the head too. Sorry. This was what I was most passionate about to talk about. Sorry. Mm-hmm. I'm going crazy. But like you said, he's not psychopathic. Every great athlete is a psychopath. Like Tiger Woods was a freak. Like, he just couldn't stop. Like, that's what he did. Tom Brady, freak. You know what I mean? Those guys were all freaks. Rory's just seemingly a normal dude who's just like,
do you think that's why
really good at golf?
I think that's why he won't be the best ever.
I mean, it's probably that's definitely part of it.
Yeah,
you have to be a psychopath.
There might be something to that. I read this book. I read Relentless by Tim Grover. It's a really, really interesting book, and it's kind of a look inside of like Kobe and Michael Jordan's mind, and like it's in Tiger's mind a little bit. And it's just like those guys are just wired differently. They don't care about like anything besides winning, and that's kind of there's a big point to that.
I just thought it was kind of like just to close this, I just thought it was like a sort of a beautiful moment. Like, these guys are humans, man, and they care about things. Like,
yeah.
Everybody ripping on him. I mean, I can't imagine his fucking mentions after he sucked at a Ryder Cup. People were probably ripping on him.
He should also throw his phone. He should probably throw his phone away for like a month.
Oh, big time.
Oh yeah. See ya.
Just toss it in the trash. Go get a new one in like a month.
All right, I'll wrap it up saying this. I wrote this little spiel when I was sitting at work today. Tyrrell Hatton was ass. Wiesberger didn't belong there. Paul Casey struggled. Tommy Fleetwood looked lost. Lee and Matty Fitz should have packed it up and went home on Friday morning. I will say Hovland battled to get some half points, but he wasn't his usual self. And lastly, Poulter is usually a wrecking ball, and he didn't really have it either.
I mean, at the end of the day, the talent mismatch, it was tremendous. Like Europe just didn't have a shot.
So do you think? So here's what I think to diagnose why the walloping really happened. I think 6-1 on Friday. Europe went to bed going, yeah, actually, there's a reason why they're the betting favorite, and then nobody had it for the rest. I think they saw the U.S. go 3-1, 3-1, and they were like, Jesus. Like,
that's a gut punch.
Well, then they said, like, here's the thing. People always get on Europe every year, every 2 years about how they got the camaraderie. They all love each other, this and that. They'll figure it out.
Which they still did.
They still do. I will say that. Yeah, I agree with you. I think they all went to bed on Friday night getting ready for Saturday going, damn, like this team really is better than us. Like no amount of rah-rah speech is going to beat how talented that team was.
Yeah. And they can't feel like, I mean, that was the like I went and looked like literally right before the show at the official World Golf Rankings. That's all of them. Like that's it. Like there's like a couple guys in the 80s and 90s, but that's what they have to offer.
Man, I don't know if you guys have any closing thoughts on the rest of Europe, but I just wanted to touch on everybody that was there.
I guess all I would say is from what it looks like, it's going to be a tough run for Europe for the next few Ryder Cups, I'd say. I mean, just looking at the U.S. team, they're all young and they're all really freaking good. And then you look at the European team, they have Westwood, they have
Poulter.
What's it called?
Poulter.
Paul Casey. They have Sergio. They have a few guys who might not play in the next few. So tough run. American golf is very strong right now. And secondly, I'm very much so curious to see what happens at Bethpage in 25. Hopefully be there myself, which would be cool.
Ooh.
That would be sick.
But I mean, the New York fans to the European team, I'm really curious to see what happens there because that could be a shit show.
There's not a lot that a Yankees fan won't yell at you.
True.
No.
It could get real personal.
I think it would get, dude. And Morgan, I think if this U.S. team, if whether it stays the same or it's the 10 out of 12 that go to Rome, if they go to Rome and do this again, like we're gonna see 10 straight Ryder Cups of.
It's
US.
the same thing they did to us.
Yeah.
It just flip flops.
Realistically, too, I mean, you can return everybody. Nobody's that old. And then you still have, like, Willie Z, right?
Yup.
Is going to be in the picture at some point.
Maverick McNeely.
So many guys that are...
Peter, you on? I've actually been like...
Dan
we got
Burns
some
will probably
studs.
be on that team eventually.
Totally forgot about Matt Wolf. I mean,
Yeah,
he lost
Matt
his
Wolf.
game, but he seems like he'd be a great Ryder Cupper,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. That's a good find.
Especially, I think, in 4-ball.
Yeah.
Kind of like that Bryson roll. He bombs it.
Yeah. Kills it.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about that. If any, who are you dropping to? If in the next year, some of the younger USA guys keep playing well, who are you dropping? Who are you putting in?
I'm dropping Berger.
I'm also
dropping Harris. I don't want to do this, but I think the next person on the bubble is probably Tony.
Yeah.
On the bubble.
Yeah. But if he has a couple wins again, if he wins another tournament next year or the FedEx, they're gonna pick him.
Because you got to you also have to think like when I was thinking about this, like the automatic qualifiers, like Bryson's probably gonna automatic qualify, DJ probably will,
Colin.
JT probably will, Morikawa will. There's 2 more. Speed, I don't know if he'll automatically
If he
qualify.
keeps playing
You never
well,
know.
maybe,
But
yeah.
like Brooks, I don't know if he'll automatically qualify. Like he's been playing well, but he hasn't.
Who do you think
won
are some
much.
guys that will make that jump? That could make that jump into the last 3 captain's picks.
Tim nailed it. Willie Z. I think Sam
Yeah,
Burns.
100%.
Sam Burns absolutely could. There's a couple young
With
guys.
Will, Sam Burns is a good one. With Will Zalatoris' putting issues, I honestly don't know if I want to see him in a Ryder Cup,
Dude.
to be quite honest.
Okay, that's fair.
His
The-
putter is...
The videos
Dude.
of him pulling the putter back and it's like moving.
I have heard stories about him when he was on the Corn Ferry Tour. Someone told me he hit a 2-footer over the hole.
Oh God, I don't
And
want to hear that.
Clearly, I mean, I hate laughing about it because that is not something that's a tough thing to deal with.
Yeah.
But he clearly has those issues still, and I don't know if he gets in a Ryder Cup, that could be bad.
Yeah, matches are decided on that putt.
Max Homa.
I could see Homa.
Max Homa.
Captain America will be back.
Nope.
Patrick-
No way.
His career's
Oh,
done.
fuck.
Nope.
We don't need him.
No,
we don't need him
gone.
on the team.
No
Sorry.
way.
Tim, we'll give you
Captain
Bryson.
America, baby.
Nope.
No.
Tim, what about your boy? Cam Champ? Has he got it in him?
Cam Champ will not be on a Ryder Cup.
I agree. I just was asking you.
I mean, no guy that was close this year who still has good golf left in him is Billy Horschel. He's
He's old though.
I know.
Actually, Cam Champ could. Cam Champ's young. He could. His putter is just.
Horschel's got enough personality that a Ryder Cup would be good with him, I think.
Yeah.
I could look out for. I'd say for 2023. I don't think I'll be there quite yet, but look out for Cam Young. He's a guy I know pretty well. Played on Wake Forest with my buddy. He won 2 or 3 times on Corn Ferry this year. Absolutely murders the ball.
Okay.
I hit
love
one.
that.
I played in a practice round with him for an amateur tournament, and I hit a good one. And there was a ball about 80 yards above, like in front of mine, and I was like, "Someone hit that from another fairway? Like what?" And he just walked up there. I was like, "Holy shit!" But he'll be a Ryder Cup for sure.
Cam Young. Okay.
Well, now we have to add Morgan to the list.
Look out for those Look out for some bets there.
Okay. And you. So when you get in there, do we get press passes from you, Morgan? How does that work?
When you're at the Ryder
when you say
Cup.
guest passes,
Yeah,
we'll make that happen.
Okay. Cool. What about some Europeans? Guido is my first.
Oh my God! You
Is my-
stole that from me.
Is my first. He's
Bobby
next.
Mack.
Bobby Mack.
No, Guido in Rome is gonna go.
Oh,
that's a 5.
dude.
That's a 5-point. He's gonna get 5 points. I don't care who. I don't care who he's matching up against. It's his home turf. He's gonna fucking ball.
Wiesberger also, I feel like, didn't play poorly.
You were
He
shitting
didn't
on
do
him
anything.
so hard.
I was.
Apologize.
I was.
I was wrong about that for sure.
I have one.
Who?
Both Hojgaards. Imagine teaming up 2 twins that are both European Tour victors. That'd be nasty. Be like, oh shit, I gotta play the Hojgaards. Hojgaards.
Tim, who's that young kid you
Oh,
bet?
that guy Rasmus is
Yeah,
nasty.
he's very good.
Steven Yeager.
Jaeger.
Oh, he's German. Mm-hmm. He could make a splash.
Thomas Peters.
Tom. No.
He's been on it
No.
before. He's been on it before.
No.
Bobby Mack is a good one though. Oh, your guy, Antoine Rosner.
My guy Rosner and Matt Wallace, maybe fringe.
No, he's not French. He's
He's
potential.
a good player.
They got to find something.
The thing is, I don't know how much life Paul Casey, Poulter, and Lee Westwood have. They might all be done.
I think Paul Casey has
he is another one.
23, 25 maybe.
I mean, yeah, we'll see how he plays, but he was horrible this week.
Yeah.
He's got a hole-in-one in Ryder Cup history. When was
I think if you can find a younger guy to replace Paul Casey, you definitely.
I think you do it.
throw the younger guy in.
for the long run.
Exactly.
They need, but there's like a couple fringe, like Sam Horsfield. Like we all bet him a couple times this year. Like
Yep.
he's fringe. Like he's not bad. He's top 100. He's 99.
But like they have a year or two to get it back. I mean, the President's Cup's coming up too, so there's going to be some young Americans. Like this whole American conversation we're having could change. We'll see who makes the President's Cup.
Yeah, someone could be hurt. You never know.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys, I'd say I watched almost every single hole of this Ryder Cup, smiling ear to ear the whole time. I was loving it, especially when the U.S. was fucking pummeling them because my wallet depended on it.
Definitely
Love
did.
that. I'd say so. I didn't get to watch much. I was in Las Vegas, so didn't
Tell
find
us-
myself in front of a TV all too often. But I would say if I remember watching that like 2012 Ryder Cup, and even though we lost, like I feel like if it's closer, it's a little more exciting to watch. Would you? Unless, obviously, if you have money on it, it's different. But I would like.
I mean, we basically had to pray that Sunday was going to be
Close.
I don't know. Europe was going to make some noise for it to be watchable. I completely agree.
Right.
I want Europe to put out a competitive team.
Yeah, I agree.
I kind of think of this like those. I said it multiple times on the show. I hate the tournaments where it's like minus 27 wins.
Yeah.
Like that's not fun for me to watch. Like I feel like when the course is a little bit challenging, it's more entertaining. That's what this felt like. It was just a blowout.
By the way, I'm not sure I could finish a round at Western Straits.
Oh no, I'd be demoralized.
Have you played there, Morgan?
I have not played there, but the fact that I think what did Jason Day win the PGA at there? Like 20
15
under?
I think. Oh no,
I think
he was 20.
I think it was 20.
Yeah,
It was
No win.
it was in 2015.
And
yeah,
but that course looks so hard and
Yeah.
like 20 under.
Dude,
Unbelievable.
the 17th hole, I think I'd have to take out a driver.
That course is just
Is that
The par three.
Yeah, I was playing like 240.
Morikawa stuffs an iron to like 3 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
that was crazy.
Thanks for playing.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Thanks for playing.
Yeah, that course was really good. I mean, I don't know anything about this Italian course coming up in Rome.
Marco Simeone.
Okay, yeah.
I've looked it up. I've dove in already. I'm ready to go.
I don't know
almost
anything
feel
about it.
like all the tournaments that we predicted to be tougher this year didn't play as tough. And you almost got to think, like, are people just getting that good at the game? Or is the equipment improving so much? Like, I feel like there's so many tournaments this year that are normally not high-scoring affairs that were.
I think that's an interesting conversation to have. So I've played Caves Valley
Oh yeah.
2 or 3 times. And what went out there? 27?
Yep.
And I think 60. How many guys play in the BMW? 70?
Yep.
Yep.
So that week, not one, the lowest, the highest or lowest score, however you want to look at it, was 1 under par.
It was Phil.
No one everyone in the field finished under par.
That's
But I think it's just a testament to, and I think you can kind of thank Tiger Woods for that. Like, he brought so many people into the game. He innovated the game. Obviously, then you can thank equipment and technology on top of that. And I think you put all those things together and all these young guys coming up who just bomb the ball. And, I mean, if you give the best players in the world, 5 wedges around and then 4 par 5s, like that's 9 birdies right there. And then they're going to par probably the rest of the holes besides maybe 1 or 2 mistakes. And the guys who are at their best that week, I mean, they're going to shoot 63 and 64 all week. And it's unbelievable. I just played Q School this past week, and
I know we got to get a little
20
update from you.
27 under 1.
Jesus
And that's
Christ.
That's the first stage out of 4. There's 4 stages of Corn Ferry Tour Q School. Pre-qualifying, first stage, second stage, final stage, and that was first stage.
Jesus.
Not second stage, not final stage, but people are good at
crazy.
golf.
So does that kid that shoots 27 under just go to the final stage?
I mean,
Does he have to keep
thing
playing?
The fucked up thing is he could go out next stage and shoot one over, and it would have been worth nothing.
Oh my God.
Jesus. So none of it's
Like 20
cumulative.
27 under doesn't do. I mean, he could have finished 27 under. I think 16 under qualified, so he could have finished 16 under. So I mean,
Holy shit.
either way, you still got to go do it next stage.
Yeah. My God.
How'd we do, Morgan?
Yeah, how'd you play?
Oh, I didn't play good. Unfortunately, shot 66 in the first round. So
Yep.
played all right the first round, and I shot 3 under in my first 9. I hit every fairway. I was swinging it well, and I'd kind of been working with my coach on something. And on the 10th hole, I had one loose swing, hit a house, and it came back in play, which was nice.
Hey.
But that one loose swing kind of spooked me for the rest of that 18. Ended up making 2 birdies after that, shooting 66. But then it just didn't feel good the rest of the week. So kind of played with a little fear, and you cannot do that out there, especially when 16 under is qualifying and 27 under is winning. So, gonna just get back to the grind. I'm taking the week off. As I said before, the travel and everything takes a toll on you, and I have an opportunity finally to just take a week off, chill, no workouts, no nothing, just hanging out. Going to see some of my college buddies, and then I'm going to get back to it. And I have a game plan formulated. I'm going to kind of change up, not too much, but just be a little more disciplined and just keep working on the game. And I'm still going to. I said it last time I was on here, but keep the same mentality. Just try to get better every day. Do things every day to try to get better. I have my long-term goals, but just focusing on daily goals as of right now. But I'm feeling good about my plan, and I'm excited to see where I'm at in a few months.
That's right.
Wow.
We are too.
And
Just
what,
so you know.
And what about it? Did that kid ever end up getting a set of clubs?
Oh yeah, did you get?
So I have Morgan's Dream Team.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I have $535 collected for him right now. I'd like to. So the whole point of this is I'd like to get these kids a new set of clubs. They can obviously go probably get a cheap set of a little beat up clubs. I'd like to get these kids a brand new set of clubs. Obviously, it's been a little tough for me to keep working on this with I went on the road for like a month straight, and then I had to get ready for first stage and all that. But I've got some funding ideas that I'm working on, and once I'm moving in. I'm actually on my way down to Florida right now. I'm moving into a new place down there. So once I get all settled there, I'm going to come out.
Congrats,
with these new,
buddy!
Yeah, congrats.
I appreciate it. But yeah, once I get settled, I'm going to work on these fundraising ideas and hopefully get Ethan his new clubs. I keep having to text him like every week. I'm like, dude, I promise, like, I have the money, like, I'm not spending it, like, I'm spending it to the clubs. Like, please do not worry, because he some other people have texted me who I have told, I've been like, hey, like, once Ethan gets his clubs, like, you're the next guy up, I'll work on it. And they keep texting me like, hey, like, any update? And I'm like, I promise, like, I'm not embezzling the money. Like,
I'm just saying, dude, you could have put it all on black. And you could have already had a new set of clubs.
The guy's looking like, oh, Morgan's in Vegas, huh? Wonder if I'm getting that 5:30. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. But seriously, if there's anything that we can do to help with any of that, I know.
We'll shut it out.
We do. Somehow we have an audience on this show, which is pretty crazy. People listen. Especially when we get guys like you on. You guys are the draw. I think they're sick enough of hearing us, so they want to hear some new voices.
You also did tell them we're stupid at the start of the show.
I didn't say we were stupid. I just, whatever. But no, Morgan, that's great, dude. Hey, and we're here for the ride, and I appreciate you coming on and doing this with us. I was just gonna kind of wrap up and say, looking forward to season 2 of the Scramble. I don't know if you guys have anything else you want to touch on.
Ready to get that unit count up.
Yep, I
am terrified about the unit reset.
Why?
How do you follow that up?
We just do better.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
I mean, I'll send the sheet out to you. We got to reset. Numbers are back to 0. It's a new year. And Tim, I need you to find that Cam Champ 150 to 1 again. Need that.
I'm gonna look right now. I was playing in the Sanderson Farms. I'm gonna get my first outright of the year.
Oh man!
So when are we starting up the Zozo?
So Zozo or CJ, either one. Maybe we'll do a little. We'll recap. We'll do 2 shows leading up, and then we'll recap them both. Maybe. Nothing crazy. Obviously, shout out to everybody listening. Season 2 is coming right around the corner. Hopefully, everybody listening got into the Ryder Cup a little bit because it was a great thing to watch. It's the most exciting match play, team golf. That's the best. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to the next season, man. Jordan Spieth's going to be a dad, so he's going to win 2 majors. And,
perspective.
Yep. I don't know. And Xander's going to win the Masters. So those are all my predictions.
I think you just contradicted yourself there. I think if Spieth's going to win 2 majors, one of them is going to be the Masters.
So you think he's going to repeat Masters and get another? I think he's going to get another Open.
I'd love to see him win the PGA. Where's the PGA next year?
Oh, jeez. Let me look.
I'd love to see him get the Grand Slam. I'd love to see that.
I think cool. Scotty's going to squeak one out, too.
I like that.
Scotty's
Hills.
getting the U.S. Open.
Southern Hills
for the PGA. It sounds like kind of Spieth-esque, maybe.
Be.
I don't really know much. I know Tiger won there. That's about it.
That's right. And if we want to go, it's only going to be like $2,000. So we could probably buy that now. Yeah.
Solid.
Actually, and Morgan, we're going to be hopefully going to our first pro tournament as a group in February.
Where's that?
Yes, sir.
We're going to the Waste Management.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, we can't wait.
We got 14 people. Time.
We got 14 dudes going down there. Just got a little house.
Yep.
Congratulating our friend Cam on his engagement.
Congratulations, Cam.
Thank you very much.
Yep. And I mean, I've never been, as much as I'm a big golf fan, like I'm going to be just loving every second of it because I've never been to a live event.
I haven't either.
So
Are you guys going to go more as like partying or more as golf fans? Because I think the Waste Management is the one place where you can kind of do one or the other.
I think it's my bachelor party, so
we're gonna be boozing, but it's gonna be hard for me to not like get into the golf.
Yeah, me too.
Know?
What I mean is, I think there's like 16 holes where you can go around and be a golf fan, and there's like 16 and 17.
Yeah,
are the holes where you can like stand around and just party.
Yeah,
we'll do a little bit of both.
I think both hybrid.
Okay, a little hybrid like that.
The mornings will probably be
golf,
and then at around 10:30 it might change.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
God.
well, who knows? Maybe I'll Monday qualify for that one.
Dude.
That would be sick.
Dude.
You
Oh
better
my
play in
God.
that. You better fucking try.
Do it, Morgan. Imagine.
I would love to.
Oh my God. Well, if you made it, I'd have to follow you around the whole time.
That'd be sick. I'll
Yeah.
caddy.
Yeah.
I'll caddy.
Just
No,
don't-
I won't. No, I won't.
Yeah.
I'm lying. I won't.
Yeah, you'll be bombed up. I'll come caddy.
We'll figure it out. I'm still figuring out my schedule, so
All right.
up in the air.
Well, perfect. Tim, you got anything else before we wrap and get ready for season 2 here?
I got nothing.
Damn. Okay, cool.
Yeah, thanks, Tim.
Thanks, Tim.
Bryson.
Yeah, appreciate it. Well, that'll do it for our episode, 22 of the
Yep.
Scramble Pod. Hey,
Yeah.
Morgan, thanks again for coming. We love you, buddy.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for having me on. I love what you guys are doing. Keep it up.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Get that, man.
And don't forget to follow us on social media. And I think that's going to do it.
Quick coincidence. Your boy Cam Young is in the Sanderson Farms. That's a lock for a top 20 bet. Anyone out there?
All right,
Okay.
we gotta watch him then.
We got to watch them.
Hammer it.
All right, done.
Hammer it.
Fellas, episode 22 of The Scramble. We'll see you guys next week.
Thank you.